hands. Everyone wants to stand. I roll in my jack. Fast like the wind. Everybody's on the boardroom to the streets.
Welcome to J-Cat Adventures. Dive into thrilling escapades, luxurious settings, and captivating tales through ebooks and print editions. Crafted for suspense, adventure, and timeless drama, these stories will awaken your spirit for excitement. Join a global fan community, subscribe now, and click the link to donate to support more stories you love. Note: this series contains mature themes, including romantic and erotic content, and may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Got my eyes on the prize, but my heart's in the beat.
The moon hung low, a polished silver coin suspended in a sky draped with clouds as dark and rich as spilled ink. Paris was alive tonight, its winding streets brimming with music, laughter, and whispers of secrets meant to stay buried. Beneath the shadow of Montmartre's looming silhouette, in a private club concealed behind a false bookshop, a masquerade unlike any other was underway. It was there, amidst a sea of velvet masks, flowing gowns, and champagne-slick murmurs, that J-Cat made his entrance. He wasn't dressed to blend in, he never was. The sharp cut of his midnight black tuxedo whispered power, and his crimson pocket square smirked of danger. His mask, dark velvet trimmed with silver, obscured only part of his face, leaving his jawline and the faintest hint of a knowing smile exposed. His eyes, sharp and gold-flecked, roved the crowd with the predatory ease of a lion stalking prey. Beneath his debonair charm and commanding presence, however, lurked a deadly secret. J-Cat wasn't just a man of mystery, he was a spy. And tonight, he wasn't here to dance. The room was a tapestry of desire and deception. The scent of expensive perfume mingled with the faint bite of forbidden cigars. Wealth dripped from the walls in the form of gilded mirrors and decadent chandeliers. Men and women moved as though performing a carefully rehearsed ballet, their laughter light, their words sharp enough to draw blood. J-Cat moved through the crowd with liquid grace, every step purposeful. He had a reputation that preceded him, part seducer, part shadow, part ghost. To some, he was the agent who got too close, to others, the lover who left them wanting. To all, he was a danger they could neither resist nor escape. At the bar, a woman in emerald silk caught his eye. Her mask, like his, left much to be desired, or perhaps revealed just enough. Her lips were painted blood red, her gaze smoldering. She turned toward him as though sensing the weight of his attention, and when their eyes met, it felt less like a connection and more like the clash of two swords. "Monsieur Cat," she said, her French accent wrapping around his name like a velvet ribbon. "I'd say it's a pleasure to see you, but I'm not sure if that would be entirely honest." He inclined his head, the faintest smirk playing on his lips. "Honesty is such a bore at these gatherings, Mademoiselle Durand. Let's save that for lesser mortals." Mademoiselle Durand, Sophia Durand, was not here for the champagne. She was an operative, the kind that moved through high society like smoke through a keyhole. Sophia had once been his adversary, and occasionally, his ally. Tonight, it seemed, she would be both. "You've heard, I assume?" she murmured, swirling the champagne in her glass without drinking it. The liquid caught the light like liquid gold. "That's why I'm here," J-Cat replied, his voice low and smooth, pitched just for her ears. "Our masked host has a penchant for secrets, and selling them to the highest bidder. I'm here to make sure tonight's transaction doesn't reach its intended conclusion." Her smile was sharp. "And here I thought you came for me." "You're always a perk," he said, and though his tone was playful, his eyes were serious. "But no, Sophia. This is about the velvet mask." The velvet mask. The codename of a notorious broker of secrets, whose identity had remained as hidden as the treasures he traded. Tonight, beneath the glamour and debauchery, the velvet mask was said to be auctioning a piece of intelligence so dangerous it could topple governments. Every player in the room was vying for it, their masks disguising their desperation, but only one would walk away with it, if J-Cat didn't intervene first. The game was about to begin. Hours later, the crowd had thinned. The wine flowed more slowly, conversations became quieter, and the air buzzed with unspoken tension. In a shadowed alcove, J-Cat leaned against a marble pillar, watching, waiting. His hand rested lightly on the pocket where he kept a slim knife, a weapon so unobtrusive, it could pass for a gentleman's accessory. Across the room, Sophia moved like a flame, trailing heat and danger wherever she passed. Her mission, whatever it was, had brought her here too, and though J-Cat didn't know her endgame, he knew better than to underestimate her. A chime rang out, silencing the room. A masked figure stepped onto a small stage, flanked by two armed guards. The velvet mask, or someone masquerading as him. The figure wore a mask of black velvet, trimmed in gold, and spoke with a voice distorted by technology. "Ladies and gentlemen," he began, his tone a perfect blend of charm and menace. "Welcome to the auction." J-Cat's hand tightened around the edge of the pillar, his body tensing like a bowstring. The game had begun in earnest. The bidding started, the numbers climbing higher with every passing second. Some players raced physical paddles, others murmured bids into sleek devices hidden in their cuffs. He wasn't here to bid. He was here to take. As the velvet mask unveiled the item of the night, a black USB drive with a crimson logo etched on its surface, the room seemed to hold its collective breath. Whispers rippled through the crowd like electricity. That tiny drive held the fate of nations. J-Cat made his move. What happened next was chaos wrapped in a symphony of danger. The lights flickered, and the room plunged into near darkness. A scream cut through the air, followed by the sharp crack of gunfire. J-Cat was already moving, his body a blur of precision and purpose. Somewhere to his left, Sophia was doing the same, her emerald gown whipping around her like a weaponized flourish. The velvet mask fled toward a concealed exit, but J-Cat was faster. He intercepted him in the hallway, his knife flashing like silver lightning. The broker of secrets was good, but J-Cat was better. In seconds, the velvet mask was disarmed, his mask ripped away to reveal a face both ordinary and forgettable. "It's over," J-Cat said, his voice low and lethal. But then came Sophia, and her gun. "Step away, J-Cat," she said, her tone as smooth as her aim was steady. "The drive is mine." He turned to face her, his golden eyes catching hers. "This isn't a game, Sophia. You don't know what's on that drive." "I don't need to know," she replied, her red lips curving into a smile. "I just need to win." For a moment, they stood frozen, the tension between them crackling like a live wire. Lover, enemy, or something in between, J-Cat couldn't be sure. But as the sound of approaching footsteps filled the hallway, he knew one thing: the night was far from over. "Then let's see who wins," he said, his voice a dark promise. And with a flick of his wrist, the game began anew.
And that's a wrap on another thrilling episode. From heart-pounding action to emotional connections, Jay Bahari will never fails to excite. Don't miss the next adventure. Subscribe now for more suspense, romance, fantasy and mystery. Want to dive deeper? Grab an ebook on Etsy or a paperback on Amazon to keep the excitement going. You can also catch the podcast on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, or Amazon Music. You can reach me by clicking on chat line. Instant video call, instant audio call, and instant text chat, or by appointment. If you're hooked on J-Cat Adventures, show your support today. Click the link to donate and help us continue creating the stories you love. Until next time, stay adventurous. There's no mystery is too big to solve.
He's the cat with the 9 lives, playing the game. A heart full of fire can't be tamed. In the shadows he roams, but he shines so bright. With every step he takes, he's doing it right. He's J-Cat, the name that rings in every city. Slick with the moves, ain't nothing here pretty. Harry is so kind. In the realm of love, the connections bind. Lay out by your side, a symphony unfurls, spreading love across the digital world. Jay Bahari in the cyber sea, a love captain set in spirits free. With AI whispers like a gentle dove, he's on a quest to spread love. In the language of compassion, he decodes old school soul in a digital age. Jay Bahari's love